Andrew McCart, iFLTV. I'm here with Jack Catterall. Jack, I've just seen you're just back from Dubai, man. How was that, man? You look like a great time out there with your family.
You know what?
Time well deserved.
Yeah, and time well deserved, time well spent. It was unbelievable. We went out there, my family come out there, my wife, my little girl. It was unbelievable. It's been a busy year this year. It's been a good year, so it was nice to go out there, switch off. I looked at my boxing gloves before I went. I was going to pack them, but you know what? The first time I've done it, I've not packed them. And I just spent every day just with my daughter and my wife, just relaxing, swimming in the ocean, swimming in the pools. It were mint.
Do you think you're running trainers at least?
They were running trainers, but I only walked to them.
Well, listen, you've had a busy year, and it's been a great year for you. Now let's look into the future. I mean, the Prograis fight, it was a great fight. Josh Taylor fight was a great fight. Linares fight was a great fight. It's been a busy, busy time for you, and you've fought some very, very good fighters. Now, for us boxing fans, we're going to say Jack Catterall needs that world title. I've seen today that Arnold Barboza, WBO, came out and said there's 20 days for negotiations. We don't know what Teofimo Lopez is doing. Eddie Hearn's talked about Paro and Hitchins. I mean, what's happening? What do you want?
Yeah, so I find myself in an unbelievable position. I've had the momentum, like I've said. I've had 3 great fights over the last year. I'm feeling good. It's frustrating that Lopez isn't fighting. So the story for me is I was mandatory for Josh's WBO title for what felt like a lifetime. There were roadblocks, unification after unification, getting fucked aside for so long to get the shot. We know what happened. So to be in a position now with the WBO with a called me and Barboza for a final eliminator. I'd love to box Lopez. I don't know what his plans are. We've kind of spoke about it. Who's for him to really fight at 147 now? There's no Crawford's not there, etc. So it'd be interesting to see what he does. But Barboza's been in a similar position to me in the past, where he's been mandatory number 1, waiting for the fight. So it's a great fight, but like we touched on, we've got Paro Hitchins next weekend, another great fight under the same stable, under Matchroom Boxing. So I'm in a really good position. Not going to rush and make a decision, but certainly one fight or the other I believe will happen early the next year.
Thing is, obviously, you mentioned Lopez. We don't know what's happening with Teofimo. Paro Hitchins is next week, I believe, isn't it? So that's going to be a decider for an IBF world title. Now, Eddie Hearn, he knows himself. He would love to make that in-house fight. So are you done with waiting? Like you said, you've held on to that mandatory position for that WBO for so long. Next week is next week. It's only 7 days away. So that fight happens. Are you going to be on the phone to Eddie and say, I want that winner, whether it be Hitchins or Paro?
Listen, I want to fight for a world title. I want it to be to fight for a world title, no matter who it is. But Eddie's just coming here today and said, listen, they're pushing now. There's no reason why Teofimo can't vacate the title, and me and Barboza can box for the vacant title. Listen, if Paro wins next weekend, it's an in-house fight. It's an easy fight to make. Who knows? Let's do that next. But it's going to be one or the other.
Jack, I know you. I've seen you rock up. You've travelled half the globe to pick a fight sometimes. You've all by yourself. Gum Shield will travel.
We bumped into Barboza that night, didn't we?
Yes, we did,
yeah, I remember that.
Right, yeah, but that's the thing. That's going to lead me on my question. I know you're the fighter that you are, so taking the title off a champion rather than fighting for a vacant one, that suits you better, doesn't it?
Yeah, listen, you always want to, and I've just been asked previous to this interview, Liam Paro went to Puerto Rico, beat the champion. We're hopeful that he defends it against Hitchins next weekend. You want to go out there and beat the champion, but listen, if that fight can't be made, then let me get this world title, bring it home, and I'll fight anybody then. Listen, there'll be no holding up waiting for mandatories. I'm ready to fight them all.
I mean, would you travel to Australia to go? I mean, I know you. Listen, you've sailed up Manchester. You were the first fight at the new Co-op Arena. But are you due an away day?
I want an away day. I'd love to go to America, Saudi. Listen, Australia's never been on my list. Listen, I love travelling, exploring the world, seeing new cultures, new cities. Australia's a fucking long way. I've got friends in Australia. Listen, if that's where the fight's ordered, and let's be right, Paro's been to Puerto Rico, beat the champion, been to Puerto Rico to defend it. He'd be dying to take it home and have a defence, and if I'm the man for the job, then I'm going to go over there and take it and bring it back over here.
And obviously, 147, is there any sort of dreams of going up to 147? Or you, obviously, we know as fighters get older, that weight becomes tighter and tighter and tighter. Are you still comfortable at 140 to have another couple of 2, 3, 4 fights?
Yeah, 100%. I think I'm in a position now where it'd be daft to jump up to 147. Now, it's been so long campaigning at this weight to get a world title fight. I want to win a world title at 140, and then who knows, if the right fights and opportunities come at 47, then let's do it.
What conversations have been had with Eddie? I know Eddie jumped into an interview with you there, and I didn't quite hear what was happening, what was being said, but what was being said with there?
Yeah, I think he's under the impression this has been ordered today, but let's not rule out next weekend Paro Hitchins, and also Lopez. We would love to fight Lopez, and he might vacate the title before me and Barboza square off in the ring, which could be February, March next year. So by then, I think Lopez will have come to a decision of what he's going to do. Maybe we still get the title on it.
You have to pick one, Jack. Teofimo Lopez, Barboza.
Teofimo Lopez all day long. Yeah, of course. We look at last year. He beat Taylor. I beat Taylor. He's multi-weight world champion. He's got the title now, so that's the fight that I want. New York, Chorley, Manchester, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I would love that fight.
Chorley's the New York of the North, right?
Exactly. No, Chorley's the centre of the earth.
One final one from me, Jack. So when, obviously, you're going to be patiently waiting, you've had a busy year, you're not wanting to be waiting any longer, so when can we see you out next? Does it all depend on what's going to happen with these sort of mandatory and Paro and Hitchins?
I think we see out this next week, we see how Hitchins-Paro goes on. But I think ultimately I know conversations are happening between Sam and Eddie, and I think first quarter next year I'll be back in the ring.
Looking forward to it, Jack. Won't keep you much longer as always. Thanks very much, champ. Thank you.